Just seconds before a tornado tears through the area, a father grabs his son and runs, a split-second decision that makes all the difference. In the sky, tension builds as a plane that nearly catches fire makes a dramatic emergency landing. And in a burst of chaos, a peacock crashes through a window and leaps out in a frantic escape.
Oh!
Racing through snow, a snowmobile mishap sends the riders scrambling to escape before things get worse.
What the?
Meanwhile, a massive landslide thunders down a hillside, swallowing everything in its path as the ground gives way without warning. Suddenly, a car spins wildly out of control, yet somehow manages to avoid crashing in a breathtaking near miss. In another shocking moment, a busy road suddenly collapses when a sinkhole opens beneath it, turning routine traffic into chaos. In Spain, a man calmly walks out of a building just seconds before a washer or a dryer suddenly explodes behind him. He narrowly misses the blast. A huge boat was heading straight towards this fisherman in a tiny boat. Luckily, he had that horn. Without warning, a water distribution pipeline explodes beneath the street, sending a crazy surge skyward.
E encobre os carros na pista em Nova Iguaçu.
As if the road wasn't dangerous enough, sewage erupts through the pavement, flooding the street in seconds. High above the ground, a massive wind turbine gives way and crashes down in a dramatic structural failure. At a railway crossing, disaster strikes when a bus is hit by an oncoming train in a heart-stopping impact. I'm glad they were fine in the end. On what seems like an ordinary sidewalk, the ground surely gives way, and a man falls straight through. Luckily, someone came over to help. During a ship launch meant for celebration, everything goes wrong as the vessel flips in on a catastrophic miscalculation. In a domino-like chain reaction, 52 electric poles topple one after another after a single truck crash sets it all in motion. Without warning, an entire building collapses, disappearing into dust and debris in seconds. I'm glad no one was hit. Out of nowhere, a loose tire comes rolling down the road, turning into a danger. Meanwhile, a sudden landslide crashes down a hillside and a motorcycle rider escapes just in time. In a split second, a barrier gate malfunctions and pierces through a car. At least it missed him. On a highway encounter, a quick-thinking driver narrowly escapes thieves through sharp reflexes and smart maneuvering. What begins as a dive under ice becomes a nightmare when a man struggles to find his way back to the surface. Luckily, he made it in the end. In a split second of heroism, a man lunges forward to save a baby who was about to fall from a building, glad she was perfectly saved. Even indoors, danger strikes when a woman chatting on a treadmill suddenly loses control and falls. While sweeping leaves with a blower, a man is startled when his sons unexpectedly jump out from inside. Speed becomes the enemy when a fast-moving truck slams directly into a low bridge overhead. And what begins as a calm dip in the ocean turns terrifying when a woman nearly comes face to face with a shark. Even a simple step outside becomes sketchy when someone slips hard on an icy porch. During a delicate recovery operation, a crane sling suddenly snaps while lifting a crashed plane. What begins as playful fun turns risky when a group lying on a table causes it to collapse beneath them. Male woman's car rolls forward and hits tree after she forgot to apply parking brake. As winter hazards continue, one man slips not once but 3 separate times outside his home in a single day. Balancing peacefully on a paddleboard quickly turns chaotic when a man suddenly topples into the river. What starts as a simple kick sends the ball flying straight into barbed wire. Trying skiing for the first time, a man quickly discovers how unforgiving snow can be. Crossing a rocky river seems simple until a sudden slip leaves a man completely drenched. A powerful German shepherd suddenly bolts, yanking a woman off her feet and sending her crashing down. A massive truck switches lanes abruptly, barely avoiding a car crash. A quiet evening erupts in chaos as a firework accident suddenly bursts inside a house. With reflexes like a cat, this man snatches a high-speed baseball midair. Luck, skill, you decide. Underwater, a man faces a shark. Relying on instinct and luck, he manages to escape unscathed. While an influencer casually reviews food on a table, a car suddenly crashes nearby, narrowly missing everyone in the scene. I'm glad they were not injured. What should have been a relaxing dip turns chaotic when a woman suddenly slips and falls straight into the water. How secure do you think this wine rack is? Well, I guess not at all. These guys were chilling on a boat when they caught a seal and whale collide mid-air. Someone take away her permission to wear high heels. She obviously can't handle them. Some random man threw a bottle of beer right at this driver. It was all caught on dashcam.
Against the New York Giants.
This roller coaster made an emergency stop and this guy's phone went flying. The construction claw broke at the worst time. This guy was filling up a cooler with cold drinks for the beach when he picks up the handle the wrong way and all the bottles fall out, shattering onto the floor. Having a picnic on the beach sounds fun until you get wiped out by a massive wave. All you gotta do is step and swing. He really stuck the landing. He wanted to lift 100 pounds while standing on thin ice, but it turned into a terrible idea. These chefs spent hours building a huge Dora the Explorer cake, and this just takes a turn for the worse. Usually people slip on bananas, but in this clip, a banana slipped on a man. Why did he put his bicycle right under the hoop? How is he gonna bike home now? Next, we have a cyclist who is filming himself mountain biking in the forest when out of nowhere, a wild grizzly bear starts walking towards him. Luckily, he was perfectly safe. Watch this baby penguin get permanently separated from its family.
I got split. Run.
The iceberg that it was on became too warm and started to separate apart from the rest of the island. This is terribly sad.
I made it.
A girl was with her boyfriend on a super high cliff and didn't want to jump. As she was waiting there, she had the worst luck because her boyfriend pushed her off. Luckily, she had all the correct safety gear.
What'd she say?
This GoPro was set up near a beach, and out of nowhere, a seagull comes over to steal it. It must have been really strong to be able to fly with a GoPro in its mouth. I found clips of animals saving humans' lives. Click the video on the screen to watch.